But for right now, the 17th Annual Renaissance Fair is taking place. And like I said, I had a great time. I had a blast all of a time, and I always do. Once again, I can't throw enough shout-outs to my girls, the Laundry Lasses, and to Queen Margaret. I love all those guys. They're great. But for right now, the stage is going to be set and reserved for Mr. Jeff Hillard. So without further ado, Jeff, welcome.
Hello. How you doing, Sean?
Oh, doing great, Jeff. Listen, we had a blast of a time last weekend. We went to the 17th Annual Renaissance Fair, which is set back in 16th century England. And every time we go, we keep having more and more fun each and every time we go. And Jeff, I thank you very much.
Well, thank you for coming. I put on the show for you guys.
Just for us. I appreciate that. I'd like to think that that's the possibility, and I thought we were big fans, but there were plates from Rhode Island and actually a family from Scotland that flies over.
Yeah.
So I appreciate you putting it on for them, too.
Yeah, we thoroughly enjoy it, I'll tell you.
Oh, most definitely. For those, I'm going to get everybody up to speed. This is set back in 16th century England. 17 years ago, they had 6 buildings, 4 stages, and 30 vendors. I went last weekend. There's 127 vendors, 15 stages, 115 features, and a cast well over 500 people. And every single one of them, professionals, always smiling, always courteous. It was great. Absolutely great. Now, Jeff, if you could give us a little backstory. It's my understanding you went to a Renaissance fair back in the day in California and kind of sparked the idea. If you could tell us a little bit about that.
Yeah, it was 35 or more years ago, and it was just the best day I'd ever experienced, and I was no slouch to having good days. It was just a fantastic feeling to step back in time, and so when I had the opportunity, I wanted to recreate it here in Muskogee.
And recreate it you did. You got it down to a T. You got it perfect. And it's also to my understanding that the castle never would have come to be if it weren't for a robbery. A robbery took place, and you guys started off with some blocks and then some parafils, turrets, towers. Next thing you know, you have this castle.
Yeah, just exactly. That's how it happened. I'd like to say it was an ingenious idea on my part, but I can't claim that, I'm afraid. No,
I tell you what, genius idea it was. Not only that, ladies and gentlemen, that don't know about the Renaissance Fair, and if you don't, get out from underneath that rock you're underneath. The 4th of July, they sell fireworks. In the fall time, it turns into the Haunted Castle, and that is getting just as popular, if not more, than the Renaissance Fair itself. And just the Haunted Castle alone has 9 events, starting from not scary to very scary. Can you tell us a little bit about...
Sean, we've added, we now have 10 events.
Wow.
We added another one last year, so...
Yeah, if you can get us up to speed on that, if you could tell us what the new event is.
The new one is Pumpkin Patch, actually, with a whole bunch of super neat inflatables, slides and mazes and things like that, with, of course, the typical pick your pumpkin and that sort of thing. But it goes hand in glove with our idea that it's a family event, and Halloween doesn't have to be scary unless you want it to be. And you can, of course, find some scary stuff, but you have to go and pay for that privilege. You can come to the village free, where we have lots of entertainment and crafters and merchants and pubs open and lots of good food. All the things you'd expect.
Yeah, very talented people and very, very friendly people, I'll add to that. Folks, I can't stress enough. Fun, family, entertainment, that's what you get in all this. And, Mr. Hillard, I'm so far behind. Like I said there was 9 events in the Haunted Castle. You added 10. At Christmas time, it becomes the Christmas Kingdom.
Yes.
Is there anything new going on this year?
We're going to be adding some more merchants inside the castle with handmade wares, so people can have a chance to shop for something really unique. Then, of course, we'll have our regular Christmas shop where where we sell things at quite a bit below wholesale. We don't have everything by any means, but we certainly have a room full, and people can decorate their houses with anything from inflatables to glowing Christmas trees and that sort of thing. So, yeah, we can handle it.
I tell you, in between 4th of July with the fireworks, the Haunted Castle, walking away with a lot of fun, the spirit of Christmas, and in between the Renaissance Fair and that time, it's to my understanding you guys are open for weddings and events.
Yes, yeah, we do a lot of proms, weddings. We have several venues for weddings. We have our own chapel. It is an ordained chapel, and then of course inside the castle we do a lot of weddings and banquets, things like that.
Outstanding.
Keeps us busy, Sean.
Most definitely, and I had a blast. We had such a good time at the Renaissance Fair. Next year, here's what I'm planning on doing. I want to take the family down, and I want to do a 2-day event, because to me, you can't really seem to take it all in just one day. Because we did the Lunch with the King, we did the Pirates Feast, and there was still a bunch of things we missed out on. We wanted to ride the carriage, and, we were so busy with everything else, checking out the Italian section, the Celtic section, the kids section. I mean, it's, I call it my Disneyland because it's like Fantasyland, Tomorrowland. So that's why.
Hopefully not too much of Tomorrowland in there.
Oh, definitely not. And
we'd like to stay in the past. But did you get a chance to go to our new cave, the 14,000 square foot cave?
No, I did not, sir. And that's exactly why I need to make this a 2-day event next year. Exactly. It's funny that you'd say that you want to keep everything in the past, because as we was leaving, the castle was emptying out. We saw a truck come through, and of course, I in character had to say, "Egads, it's an iron carriage not being pulled by a horse."
Yeah, hopefully that doesn't happen too often.
Oh, no, sir. No, this is like, I had to run back in while the gates was being closed because there was something I had forgotten.
Okay.
So,
all right.
No. That your cast members, they all did right. They all did perfect. We had an outstanding time. And Jeff, I myself, on behalf of the Stott family, want to thank you so very much for us having such a great time. I would like to try to make the Haunted Castle this year, as well as Boar's Head Feast and Christmas, and just start planning it into our family calendar. I certainly know we're not the only family that's done that. There's lots of families that do plan their holidays around what you got, and I tell you, you're part of our Christmas card list, good sir.
Well, thank you very much. We really
In
appreciate
saying that, I can't pay this guy enough homage and enough thank yous, and I appreciate him coming on the show to tell us a little bit about not only just the castle and the Renaissance Fair, which is celebrating its 17th annual Renaissance Fair this year, but everything else that the castle has to offer. All I got to say is go. I can't say it enough. Go. G-O. Why are you guys standing here listening to me? Go. Load up the kids. Go. I'm not asking you. I'm telling you. Go.
This
Mr.
weekend,
Hillard, thank you so much.
Yeah, this weekend we're doing our Celtic weekend. So anybody with a little Celtic blood can come on down, put on their kilt if they want or not, and come enjoy it. And then we're having the Ceilidh, which is a big Scottish party on Saturday night, which is going to be a lot of fun too.
Oh yeah, every weekend there's always something planned. It's to my understanding the masked ball was just this past weekend.
Right. We had 400 people all in ball gowns, dancing and having a good time. It was marvelous. It really was.
It was amazing, and I would have liked to have gone to that too, but we definitely wanted to hit the Pirates Feast so we could see the wonderful fireworks display you guys did at the end of the show, and just everything so incredibly wonderful about that place. Mr. Hillard, I know you're a very busy man. I thank you so much for your time. Thank you for coming on the show and telling our listeners about the castle. And I can't wait to see you again.
Oh, fantastic. I can't either. That's great, Sean. Thank you so much for having me.
Thank you very much. Ladies and gentlemen, one more time, Jeff Hillard from the Castle of Muskogee. What a guy. What a guy. Can't say enough good things about Jeff Hillard. And in saying that, There's something that I do want to stress, but before I get into that, I want to mention that I kind of want to jump ahead a little bit. Next week on the show, we're going to have, from Enid, Oklahoma, Soapweeds and Cactus. They're a furniture store that features rugged Western wear, and it's just outstanding. I'll get into that in a little bit. The week after, we're going to discuss One Up Paintball, which is a paintball place. But like I said, I seem to be getting a little bit ahead of myself. I will say this, that June 27th will be our last show for Season 1, and that's going to be an open forum. Every single past guest that's been on here is encouraged to call in, and we'll recap Season 1. But before saying that, I also wanted to mention that the interview that you just heard was not live. It was, in fact, pre-taped, and it was pre-taped for a reason. Now, I got a hidden agenda here. This is to ultimately get people to go to our Facebook. Now, people that are on our Facebook now, right when the show's over, I'm going to post this. You're going to hear the unedited version of what happened. It's a big secret. It's a big Easter egg. It's a big surprise. But let me give you a little taste of what you won't hear if you're not part of Facebook. And here's what happened when the interview was over.
And I can't wait to see you again. Oh, fantastic. I can't either. That's great, Sean. Thank you so much for having me.
Thank you very much. Ladies and gentlemen, one more time. And cut. Okay, Jeff. We're clear.
That was great.
Mr. Hillard, thank you so much. I appreciate you coming on the show like that. This will air Wednesday night. I know you're probably busy Wednesday night around 10.
Yeah, I actually should be through by 10, I'm hoping. The reason I was a little late is I just...
You should say, you're getting a card from us. I appreciate you, man. But, hey, because this is pre-taped, I get to watch my Lakers Thunder, so I appreciate you.
All right, you bet.
Jeff, thank you so much. You take care, man.
Okay, Sean.
Okay. Now, if you want to know what was censored and what was bleeped, you got to go to our Facebook page to find out. And I got to tell you, what he said was just nothing short of awesome. And it was a pleasure having Jeff Hillard on the show. And in saying that, I feel we had a great show having Mr. Hillard on. The Renaissance Faire was outstanding. And in saying all this, oh dear, I kind of got a little ahead of myself on a couple of things. My word of wisdom was to be from my good friend Lisa, but I got so caught up with the game and talking to Jeff and all that, we're just going to have to skip the word of wisdom for tonight, and I promise we will do it on the next show, and I will give Lisa all the credit. But in saying that, next week we're going to have Soapweeds and Cactus on the show, and hopefully some really good news about the Thunder game tonight. I'm going to leave here, go right back out there, finish the game. Class, thank you for showing up during halftime of the Thunder game, Thunder Up. You all have a great week. Enjoy the rain, much-needed rain we're going to have on Sunday. And I will see you this time next week on Wednesday as we bring out Soapweeds and Cactus. But for now, class, you are all now dismissed.